What's going on, guys? I appreciate all of you hanging out, waiting on the stream to start. For those who catch the replay, though, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on all notifications when we do live chats. You can take part right along with us. So, had some fragrances come in from the Easter egg hunt sale that Fragrance Squad did. I actually do have 4, but this is going to be for a stream with Dedrick, Jason Bircher, and Hidden Gems in a little while on Dedrick's channel at 7 o'clock Eastern. I went in and took it out the package. I have not sprayed it. I have not done anything with it. I just have it out the way. And I busted the cellophane off of these. So I've been wanting this for a while. I saw it at Marshall's back when I lived in Colorado, and I passed on it. It was $100. Well, I spent $102. So it was what and what. But this is Atelier Cologne's Aventus, basically. I love the brand. I have several from them now. I've been wanting to grab it. They restocked it the other day. I said, what the hell? I was going to get 4 fragrances anyway. I said, what the hell? I'm going to get that because this is supposedly Virtus's Aventus that Jason Bircher has gone on record on Dedrick's channel to say is better than Strapoise and Aventus. So me and Dedrick bought it as well as Hidden Gems, and we're going to put them to the test. We're putting them on the hot seat on screen later. So in this stream, we're going to go over that. Kenzo Homme Marine. The Kenzo Homme fragrances are fantastic, most notably the Eau de Parfum. And then newest release in the toy line, Moschino Toy 2 Pearl. I ended up going ahead and grabbing it. I remember when we did an eye fragrance split screen a while back being like, that could be really good. I don't remember the notes, but I remember being a little excited about it. So we got it now. I ended up getting the 50 ml because I don't need more, because unless it's mind-blowingly good, even then, I don't go back to stuff a lot and often because I'm always trying new stuff. Speaking of, scent of the day. Veteran Oud in the Pandora Scents line, 90+% accurate to Strong With You Oud. And I'm being modest when I say 90+% accurate, and it is strong. I have 5 sprays around the neck. I've had it around my neck for about 2 hours now, and it has not calmed down. I can still taste the fragrance coming off of my neck. My nose doesn't wear out to this one, and it's stout. This is a monster on me. Yeah, woodsy, spiced, a little leathery. Good stuff. I'm working on a full review. I will be doing a full review on this maybe for tomorrow, because I've been doing test sprays, doing a full review, full wearing today. It is that good. I'm super impressed with this one. That is that good. So let's get caught up with the chat. I see we got 80 people already. If you don't mind, hit that thumbs up for me. It does, in fact, help. We got about 7 more minutes or so, and we'll go ahead and dive into the first one. Let's get caught up on the chat. Ryan, good to see you, sir. Ferragamo Bright Leather is a great fragrance. Out in the wild and found it. You found it. Hey, I hope you found it for a good price. Oh, yeah, just sprayed it. Supremacy and Oud. No reason to get Oud for greatness if you have that. That's what stopped me. And I don't even wear it often. I'm not a big Oud for greatness guy, but if I want it, Supremacy and Oud, great take. I'm excited, too. We're going to start with the Kenzo fragrance because it's an aquatic. I try to start with the lightest fragrances first in these situations and work my way into the stronger ones. So, like, I'm assuming they're all kind of fresh. I'm assuming this is maybe the heaviest one. So we'll probably go this, then Toy 2 Pearl. This is probably the order in which we'll do it. Probably something like that. Oud Lemon Mint, great fragrance. Honor and Glory, fantastic fragrance. Good to see you, Manny. Atkinson's Robinson Bear, fresh, uplifting, beautiful scent. Versace Blue Jeans, timeless. Wanted to wear Lemon Island, but then said, nah, I'm in the mood for Atkinson's lately. Never tried anything from Aqua d'Or. I hear good things, though. No, Boz is a big fan. Good to see Dan, not the man, wearing Lamal Elixir. Great choice. Dilly, good to see you, sir. Jay, always a pleasure. Club de Nuit, iconic. Their twist on Bleu de Chanel. Good to see you, Ethan. Why EDT? The old formula, the better formula, because it's full of aldehydes. More synthetic. What? I don't know what this word is. Treacle? Chris Winter, you lost me. I have no idea what that word is. I've never seen that word in my life. What does that mean? Please enlighten me, sir. Imperial is Midnight, never tried. Moustache EDP, that's a good one. Good to see you, man. Alan, always a pleasure. Tried and true. Versace Dylan Blue, you can't go wrong there. Montal Dark Vanilla, it's like a richer, sweeter, less spicy Oud Vanille. Amazing stuff. Tonka Cola, man. You were wearing a phenomenal spicy fragrance. I'm a huge fan of that one. Another one that's excited to hear about, Kenzo Homme Marine Signature Rosé. One of my favorite fragrances I own. Top 5 in my collection. Amazing stuff. Terrence, good to see you, sir. The Harmonious Desired Earth. Fendi Por Homme Absoluto. Never tried that one. Never even looked into that one, I don't think. Good to see you, sir. Azaro Chrome EDP, my favorite. That's definitely my favorite version of Chrome. Some cool water EDT after my shower and shave tonight. Roy, good to see you, sir. Wearing Leighton, excellent choice. Pacrobon Pure XS. Sounds like you're having a very good fragrant day. Donald, good to see you, sir. Cedrat Boise, my favorite man, Sarah. I don't know if that'll ever change. Kajira, good to see you, sir. Givenchy Gentleman Cologne. I'm so hyped for Mania, dog. Haven't been this excited in years. You and me both, my man. Because of these Mania streams, I have so much. That's why I didn't stream Monday. Because I had the wrestling stream with Dedrick Monday, and then Tuesday we had a stream on this channel, and then yesterday we had the members only stream, and then last night had Mania Night 2 with Dedrick on Sports Desk Live, and then tonight got this, and then right after I got another stream on Dedrick's channel for the Virtus fragrance, and then tomorrow we have right back to our regularly scheduled programming here. So a lot of streaming lately. A lot of streaming, and wrestling is the reason for that, because we've been doing some heavy wrestling stuff. That Bleacher Report top 50 WWE superstars of all time, blasphemous list. We're doing a recorded video on the Sports Desk Live probably next week for that. That's gonna be a long video. If we were to do that live, it'd be a 3-hour stream. So we're gonna just record it and then put it out. But yeah, between wrestling and fragrance, I have wrestling, fragrance, and bodybuilding. I have been one busy son of a bitch. I really have been. I love it, but boy, I live tired now. I really do. But I'm glad you're all here. Good to see you, Randy. Yeah, I'm not driving anymore in that awful traffic. I was on my way to Chipotle. It takes me 30 minutes to get from the gym to Chipotle. When I was talking to you and Dedrick in our group, I was doing voice messages while we were driving, guys. I was trying not to type. Even though it was bumper to bumper, I could have typed all I wanted. Don't tell me mine's not here yet. Most wanted intense EDT. Randy's bottle came in already. My bottle's not here yet. For some reason, it's on hold in Kinder, Louisiana. Check the tracking, DHL tracking earlier. That's weird. Patek Maison Vert Intense. Never tried it. Cody, good to see you. Wild Le Parfum, my favorite. Wearing Ani to go out tonight. Sounds like you're having a great fragrant day, too. Made another one. Let's go. Scent of the day, Ajmal Blue is friggin' great. I love it. I'm glad you're able to be here, too. KVG, good to see you, sir. Wearing lotion, also enhanced fragrances as well. Ken, good to see you, my man. Speaking of wrestling, Stone Cologne 316. Time to get stunnered by our fragrance Tribal Chief. Man, come on now. Which I'm surprised we haven't seen Terrence yet, because we'll have to acknowledge him in the chat. Attention span, for those of you who didn't know. Wearing Tarathi Blue, great fragrance. Yo, good to see you, my man. Thursdays are made for Night Vision EDT, right? This is what my man told me, that on Thursdays, he wears Night Vision EDT. I appreciate it. I love that you give that fragrance so love. Stunner that like button. Let him know. Appreciate that, Randy. PDM Altair. Eros. Shocker for Jay. King Eros himself wearing Eros. NCK1 shot. Great choices. Could be Cedrat Boise Parfum. Don't spoil it for me, because I don't know. All I've heard was Jason oversell how much better it is than Cedrat Boise and Aventus, which made me and Dedrick say, all right, screw it. We're going to buy it off of your word. And we're putting you on screen, and Dedrick's been wearing it. So Dedrick and Jason, it's 4 of us on the stream later. Dedrick and Jason have been wearing it. Me and Hidden Gems are going to do it. I don't know if Jim sprayed it since he got it today, but ours came in today. I'm going to wait and save mine for the stream tonight and do a genuine first impressions on Dedrick's stream. But that's also part of this package. I'm kind of splitting it up. Really? Well, not too often are you going to see that anymore. That's almost obsolete. I'm not saying it'll never happen again, but I enjoy doing them live more. Sounds like you are the type that doesn't even really like the live streams, because you probably just want to hear about the fragrances. You don't give a shit about the other topics in conversation, and just want to get to the point with the fragrances. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not knocking you for it, but if you don't want me doing hauls on live streams, that's how I take that, because we're going to do an hour and a half. And probably if you were to pile it together, 20 minutes of it is going to be the fragrances. So I get where you're coming from. I'm just going to be straight with you that I like doing it this way. So this is pretty much what I'm going to do. I'm not saying you won't see fragrance hauls recorded anymore. They do happen on occasion, but 9 out of 10 times it's live streams now. It's almost exclusively live stream content on this channel at this point. Why EDP? Great choice. First Instinct together. I mean, all-time great cheapie. in my personal opinion. Absolute Aventus, excellent choice. Good to see you, Joe. Did you end up grabbing Profondo Parfum? I sure did. That was you that gave me the heads up the other day, right? Yeah. Look, did I want to spend 130 on it? No, but I sure the hell did. I bought it while I was on the elliptical the next morning after you had brought it up to my attention. I remembered the next morning when I was doing cardio. I said, oh, shit, let me see if they still got it in stock. They did. They took my money. I haven't seen it ship yet, but I also didn't get a, in 2 weeks it'll ship kind of thing. So I didn't get that follow-up email. But I appreciate the heads up because I sure did grab it. Good to see you, sir. Sicily, that's one of their best freshies. And there's my guy. ATH Hard Candy, acknowledge me. Good to see you, Terrence. Good to see you, my man. Your Home 2020 needs Storis Guggen. Never heard of this brand in the future haul. Great stuff. So I have an Italie d'Orange discovery set, Hoffman Virtual Photography. That's usually in the chat. He's a channel member. He actually bought an ELDO discovery set and sent me tracking today. He's like, can I send you that? Can I send you that? You cool with that? I'm like, sure, what the hell? And it's a big discovery set. So we're going to do more than one live stream with that. I was like, oh, we'll do a live stream with it. He told me how many he gave me the list of fragrances in it. I was like, I'm going to do more than one. We're not going to do this. It's like 20 fragrances. We're not doing 20 fragrances in one live stream. Club Didn't Win Since Man limited edition parfum. I was nose blind, took a shower, now it's all good. Chip cheerio, old chaps. Interesting way to come in, but hey, I'll take it. Good to see you. Halloween Man X, excellent choice. So we're over 10 minutes. We got 130 strong. Make sure to hit that thumbs up as you're getting here, and we're going to go ahead and dive into this. Let me find a decent spot to start. Let's see. Sticky sweet syrup. It's used as a fond greeting. Well, I appreciate you elaborating for me because I had never seen that or had anyone say that to me before. So I was quite confused. I've never seen that before. So I appreciate the clearly kind gesture upon your entrance. And thank you for explaining it to me. Kix Griffey, good to see you, my man. Dracar Intense, Kix Griffey approved, TLTG approved as well. I think that's a great fragrance. So my apologies for skipping ahead a little bit, guys. I apologize because it typically gets butthurt when I do that almost every time. Oversell. Hey, You got, hey, man, this is on you. This purchase is on you. You influenced the influence. Okay? You know who's easier to sell than anybody? Me. I'm so easy to sell on something. If it gets me excited, I got to have it. Shit happened to Dead or Two. You got us both. And I doubt we're going to be disappointed. When I pulled it out the box, I got a little whiff of it. I immediately thought of Ventus. So I haven't pulled the cap and anything to go further with it. But when I pulled it out the box, I sure did smell an Aventus tie-in. So I'm eager to check it out. Virtus, amazing house. Aventus, amazing fragrance. You give me their twist on it, it probably is phenomenal. We're just giving you a hard time. I'm excited for tonight. So, all right, let me skip ahead a little bit. Noah, renewing. Greetings, Ross and chat. A fitting scent of the day being Toy Boy. Excited to hear more about Toy 2 Pearl. Never really heard many people talk about it. And then also, we have a $2 super chat from Masinko. Which cologne would Darth Vader have used? Dark Rebel Rider, John Barbados? Because I'm thinking like black leather kind of thing. That's what comes to mind. I appreciate the super chat. Never tried anything from them, as I mentioned earlier. So let's get into this. We're starting with Kenzo Homme Marine. Now, if I was a betting man, which I am, I would bet this is an aquatic fragrance with that name. The others are pretty aquatic. I would think this is going to be very watery. Is it salt water? Is it fresh water? I sure the hell don't know yet. We're going to find out. And it's the nicest color. It's the best tone blue of the bunch so far. I have the new bottle EDT. I have the new bottle Eau de Parfum. I have the new bottle Intense. Now I have the Marine and this crystallized like pool water blue, almost tealish hue. This is the coolest looking color of the bunch, I think. Anyways, let's give it a ooh, the atomizer matches. Okay, then. Now we're talking. Now we got a little extra flavor with that going on. So we are going to go. I'm going to save the spray for the NWO tattoo for the stream with my tag team partner in the FWO. We're going on the rose. It's fine. I mean, I have all these tattoos. I might as well say we're spraying on this tattoo. We're spraying on that tattoo. So that's kind of my thing now. What's life without whimsy? Have a little fun, right? More subdued than I thought it would be in the opening. I thought it would be just like intense at the top. Clearly a saltwater marine fragrance. It fits the name perfectly, but the green elements of the EDT are toned down greatly. There's a dense woody nuance here that kind of smells like something along the lines of a driftwood. That waterlogged, saltwater aquatic type of smell. I don't get any bitterness like a seaweed note or anything. I mean, that could be in there. I don't remember the notes. I've looked at them before. I don't remember. I didn't look at them before I bought it. I said, oh, they got that in stock. Sure, I'll buy that. This doesn't remind me of anything other than the Kenzo Homme line. So that's great for it being a blue designer aquatic. But it's not blowing me away either. Like, I don't think it's better than the EDP. The EDP is so much more interesting because it's a leather aquatic. That's so unique in itself. You don't get a lot of that. I do like this, though. This is something special for summer because it's not every other aquatic. It's the most aquatic take on Kenzo Homme Eau de Toilette. It's appropriately named for a flanker, is what it comes down to. It's the more aquatic take on the EDT. It's literally the EDT's DNA, just kind of rebalanced. It's probably a similar note breakdown. So let's pull up these notes because I don't remember them. Let's see what we're working with here. I like this. Might help if I click first. Kenzo Marine. Okay, 7.4 out of 10, 55 ratings. People seem to be digging it. Aquatic, fresh, floral, sweet, synthetic. So it's sandalwood. It smells more like a driftwood or almost like an oak. Like it's got that different dense wood smell. Like sandalwood's the last wood I would have guessed because that's typically a more creamy type of woody note. These marine notes shine though. In Lang Lang, I don't get a lot of. I'm not saying there isn't a floral undertone because there's a little bit of a powderiness, but I wouldn't call it flowery. Like seeing floral is the third main accord. That's not what I would rate it. I would rate that probably fifth because I would definitely go aquatic, fresh, synthetic, sweet, then floral. And honestly, I probably wouldn't even have sweet in there. I'd probably have aquatic, fresh, woody, synthetic, floral. That's the 5 main accords I would give for what I'm smelling currently. Now it hasn't dried down, but that's what I'm getting from it. This is such a great daytime in the summer kind of fragrance. Nothing about this says evening wear unless you're at a pool party in the evening. Outside of that, I just don't see this being a great option for the evening. I mean, of course you can wear it, but this is summer daytime. This is specifically a summer daytime fragrance. This is going to, I doubt I'm going to wear it in the next 2 or 3 months. Honestly, I probably won't touch it again until we get like real summer. High heat, high humidity, hitting the beach once or twice a week, going to the pool one of those days. Because we got a few resort style pools over here. We got some really nice pool areas at my complex. And I'm 3-minute drive from feet in the sand. So the aquatics and the tropical stuff and everything really suit my lifestyle these days. But I think I'm pretty much in line with them. 7.5. I think it's very good. Honestly, I'm going to give it 7.75, give it that quarter point bump because outside of its own line, it doesn't remind me of a bunch of other aquatics. Tila, immediately it goes to the EDP. I don't know what these are. What is this? Some Latafa fragrance. Looks like a similar note breakdown. And what the hell is this? Paul Smith London for Men. Never heard of it. Highly rated from 04. Brandy. Okay. Well, outside of those, yeah, it smells more like its own line. If you were to take down, so they're saying the Eau de Toilette Intense, that's much more woodsy than this. If you were to like rebalance this to tone down the aquatic nature of it a bit and ramp up the woods, yeah, you have the Intense for sure. But this is kind of like a cross between the Intense and the Eau de Parfum because the Eau de Parfum is the most aquatic besides this one. And obviously the Intense is the most woodsy. It's a woody aquatic is the way I would categorize this. They're calling it an aquatic fresh. I think it's a woody aquatic personally. I think 7.75 out of 10's Sweet spot for this. This is a good one. Don't rush out to get it. I paid $70 for it. That's up to you if you see the value in it. I mean, I'm fine with it. It's under retail. It's cool with that. I will wear this. I will totally get some joy out of this. If I end up wearing it a few times in the summer, I'll probably go after a full review on it, which there's room for growth on that rating. This is just first impression off of the scent in the early stages. That's what this rating is. I do quite like it. 7.75 out of 10. It's a good one. It's a very good one. It's not a great one, because I feel like that needs to be reserved, because I gave an 8.5, I think, for the Intense and the EDP. And I think those are both better than this, but not wildly better. It's a different take. Like I said, it's the happy medium between the Intense and the Eau de Parfum is how I look at it. All right, where was I? In my Sony Wave After Shower. Great choice. That's why we're here. But from the UK, it's tricky to get some of them. When you link, they don't ship to the UK. I apologize. Yeah, it's mostly for North America, I would think, with a lot of my affiliates. Amouage Material, my first niche I've ever bought. I haven't tried that one. The Boz has arrived, ladies and gentlemen, wearing Fall of Phaeton. It's bland water. It's one of those fragrances that's nice to wear, but we'll never wear it. Fair. Clearly, Randy has spent some time with it. Youp Homme Le Parfum, great choice. Absolute smells like a casino with many elderly smokers. I actually quite like it. I know Justin's a big fan of it too. I quite like it. I wore it for Christmas. That was what I wore Christmas Day. Let's see. Kenzo Homme Rules. How are you, sir? Just enjoy yourself. If you ain't having fun, no, neither is the viewers. Remember that. If you're not having a good time, neither is anybody that's going to watch you. So, you got to have some joy in what you're doing. That's needs to be the core of creating content. If you're not having just a blast doing what you're doing, if it doesn't mean a lot to you to create the content, there is no point in creating it. So that's the most important thing I could say. I think so too. Relatively unique for the DNAs. I got to say, they do a good job. Gourmand Kiss from Alexandria, Fève de Liche, Cologne. Okay. Muscino Matu. Is that how you say that? I know I'm not saying that right. Also a sample of Vito della Caccia. Yeah, that's a nice herbal green, like heavy, earthy green leather fragrance. Fun fact, that's Christian's personal favorite of all his fragrances. Vito della Caccia is his favorite. I think Chad already did a video on it, actually. I want to say I've seen a thumbnail, because, I mean, I everything Chad posts, he's in my feed for Instagram, and he posts his videos in Instagram just like I do. I want to say I've seen a thumbnail. I haven't seen the video, but I'm pretty confident he reviewed this one. Excellent choice. I've heard good things. Sauvage EDP. Can't go wrong there. Armand El Cilio. Rhubarb. So it depends on the fragrance and what it's with and the quality of the oil, because it could be sour. It could be fresh. It could be a little spiced. There's different ways it comes across. I like when it's a little sour, kind of how it is in Elysium Eau Intense. But then you have this kind of sharpness to it that you get in like a John Varvatos vintage. It's really well composed in that. So it depends on how much it stands out. Usually they do, in my experience, kind of stand out a little bit, but it's just one of those deals to, I've never tried the fragrance that you're looking to sample, but just, that's the best thing you can do is just give it a sample and see if you like it. Not as quick as I thought they would, because like literally 2 or 3 days later, they still had my size available on Nike's website. I bought mine through GOAT. I love those powder blue 9s, though. I'm so glad I got them. I still don't have my Flint Gray 14s. I had to reorder them and everything. They canceled my order the first time because I ordered them like a week before they released. I still don't have my shit. Good to see you, sir. Tigar Exact by Essential Obsessions. My God, this blows Tarathi Blue out the water completely. Holy smokes, beast mode. Keith, good to see you, sir. Legend EDT. Haven't worn it in a long time. Smells great. Kind of weak sauce performance, though. Last night I had a dream where I smelled Aqua Senziale Blue. It smelled like a darker Dylan Blue. Does it smell like that? No. No, it does not. Dylan Blue is probably darker. Yeah, it's more about lavender, a little bit of tonka, cypriol. Kind of the notes that stand out. I saw your comment earlier. See, people get upset if their comment don't get pinned. They'll type it again and be like, no, you need to hear what I had to say, Ross. Isn't that right, Ryan? Of course, for those of you that are newer to the stream, you'll notice the people I give the hard time to are regulars of mine. So if I don't know you, I'm not going to fuck with you. We got to get to know each other. So I'm just picking on Ryan. That's all. Ryan's a good dude. How's your stomach today, by the way, Ryan? I know you kind of ate some funky chicken yesterday. I want to be a crybaby, but man, ATH has really rubbed me the wrong way. I have no idea why, nor does it concern me. But I'm sorry to hear that. I missed on a lot. And then they restocked those reimagined 4s, and in the blink of an eye, they were going, I was like, I'll give it a shot. No, waste of time. Like 2 months ago, tried like a dozen other fragrances first, and it just stuck with me as the nicest smelling thing there. It is pretty nice, I have to say. Dakota, good to see you. Michael Malo. I'm so upset, Ross. I'm sure you are. Hoffman, speaking of, your ears must be burning. I was telling everybody how you grabbed that Italie de Ron's Discovery set to send my way. I appreciate you, sir. Wearing good old Nautica Voyage. Yes, sir. Oh, I knew you meant Michael Malo. 504 Lefty, what's going on, my man? Care Pistachio, my favorite Paris Corner release of last year. New fragrance release. The notes look amazing. Yeah, so I didn't know the name of it. Mo had told me he had a new release coming for the warm weather, and I'm definitely eager to check it out. There's a stock issue currently with Homme 3 and 4, and I'm not sure what the stock situation is. I think they're sold out of Lamar Caviar right now, so because he was going to send those my way. He messaged me the other day and let me know. He's like, I'm waiting on them to get back in stock. He said, I didn't forget about you. I'll send them your way so you can check them out. So very eager to check those out. Because Kajal, any of you familiar with Kajal? Whew, man, top tier stuff. The bottle presentations are second to none. It's a bit better in my stomach. Only retype to see your opinion. You don't have to explain yourself. I'm just giving you a hard time. That's all. Jake, good to see you, sir. Hope all is well. How's the weather where you at? It's nice. It's been really nice. We had a little bit of a cool front where it's in the 60s most of the day to the high 60s. But traffic makes it feel like it's 150 degrees outside. Just because your blood boils sitting in traffic. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. And then you get out of traffic to be in traffic in Chipotle in line that's hanging out the door. Why does everybody else need to eat Chipotle at 2 o'clock when I'm on the way home from the gym? Why? Jimmy John's next door is good too. Y'all eat that. There's a specific reason I'm eating Chipotle. I'm very limited on certain things I can substitute in and out of my meal plan. It's very strategic for me. So I had to sit there and suffer through it because I didn't feel like coming home and cooking, and that lean turkey and spinach gets boring and gets old fast, which is my next meal. That's my post-stream meal every day. Been snowing in Chicago these last few days. That's kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy. Adonis Awakens, DJ. Good to see you, my man. Pacha de Cartier Parfum. I haven't worn that in so long. That's such a good one. Saying he's sending a full palette to Fragrance USA and Max Aroma in August. Be patient. English Laundry, Vince Camuto or CK. Ooh. So that's tough because I like certain ones from each, because there's certain fragrances I love from English Laundry. I love Vince Camuto Homme and Solar. And then the CK1 Summer line, I don't care that they don't last long. They're amazing experiences for that 2 hours. They're so fresh. I guess gun to my head, for the $20 I spend on them every year, I love collecting that CK1 Summer line. I'm going to go with that. Not everybody's going to agree. This is how I feel. I like collecting them. Okay, so I'm going to have to just like kind of chill because we need to get into the next one. So we're going to stop right there. We're going to stay where we were here. Let's get into the next one, shall we? So this is one I've been eagerly wanting to pick up for a while. Atelier Cologne's take, their twist in many ways, on Aventus. That's what it gets related to, is Aventus. Musc Imperial Cologne Absolute. So let's slide this bad boy out the sleeve and let's check it out. They use a lot of naturals in their fragrances. Their stuff is such great quality. They're high concentrations because since they're naturals, they typically don't last that well. So that's a knock people give them, but I'm paying for an experience. This one in particular, 89% of ingredients are of natural origin. Right there. Get it to focus. 89% of ingredients of natural origin. So there you go. Love the color blue that they got going here as well. So we are going right on the lion's face. Give that a second. Let the little bit of alcohol that's in there calm down. There is some perfumer's alcohol. Oh, that's clear as day there, twist on Aventus. Clear as day. Smell a lot of lemon. Like if Club de Nuit Intense Man was a niche fragrance and not a synthetic mess. Don't be wrong, I like Club de Nuit Intense Man. But it is, up close, cheap and chemical smelling. I never advise doing this with Club de Nuit Intense Man. Even the limited edition Parfum. I was doing it the other day. I was like, ooh, this is kind of harsh up close. Not as bad as the EDT, but this reminds me of it because I get some lemon. But it's, I mean, I just showed you the percentage of naturals. It's quality stuff. This is going to be a winner. This is going to be a winner. This might be the one to beat. This smells great. If I get 4 hours out of it, I'm cool. Smells like a slightly heavier profile, though. It has that darker, inky fruitiness. I don't know if it's exactly blackcurrant, but there's something in that realm that gives it this inky, tart, fruity smell that ties it to Aventus. And I get lemon. I don't distinctively smell any pineapple or anything, but I get lemon. Smells like might be a little bit of apple and lemon with some darker fruit maybe, because it doesn't come across smoky. It's more that dark, fruity smell, that bitter, tart, inky-like smell. It's quite nice. A little on the musky side, which with a name like Musc Imperial, what would you expect? Is it better than Aventus? No. No, this is not better than Aventus. This is not better than Aventus Cologne. This is not better than Absolute Aventus. But for the money, it's a nice twist. It's fresh. It's fresher than all of that. And I like the twist. Let's take a look at these notes. Came out in 2015. Solid ratings. Fresh, fruity, spicy, woody citrus. So blackcurrant. So they do have the same. I get a lemony smell. Apparently it's bergamot. Kind of smells lemony to me. I get lemon. Clary sage, Spanish fig, and leather. There's some more darkness. Lavender, musk, and Virginia cedar. So I'm sure it's going to get quite woodsy as it dries down. That's even the fourth main accord, but musky for sure. Because Ambret's another musky note on top of having an actual musk. So that makes sense. A lot of blackcurrant and citrus. I could have swore there was maybe some apple or something. It's got a fruity smell to it. I mean, look, they rank it as the second accord. I agree with a lot of that. I would probably put spicy at fifth. I would rank this as fresh, citrus, woody, fruity, spicy. Fresh, citrus, woody, fruity, spicy. That's the order in which I would arrange those 5 main accords. I agree with those. It's pretty woodsy already, like sharp woodsy. You can tell it's cedar, but it smells of quality. I gotta say, I don't get a hefty leather accord though. That's probably adding to this slight darkness that I'm getting. For as fresh as it is, there's a dark tone to this. I do like this a lot. This is 8 out of 10 kind of stuff. It's great. But when you think about everything that this smells like, it's not in the top 5. Not for me. Top 10, sure. Yeah, I like this. But things like Arsenico from Vicanto, not the exact same as Aventus, but boy, it reminds you of it. I put that over it. Blockade, far above this. All of the Aventuses, all 3 versions, of course, those go above it. Cédrapoise, I get why people compare it. It doesn't smell like Aventus, has a similar vibe, but because everybody else wants to say it's Aventus, I'll say that, but that's better too. But that's about the extent. Bond9.com, stuff like that. I put it in kind of a similar category to that, which I love. Bond9.com. It's my favorite Bond fragrance. I think this is top 10 of what I own that's of this DNA and style. Not willing to put it in the top 5, not off this first spray anyway. But it is great. I do like the way this is composed. It's a more citrus woody twist on kind of smelling like Aventus without smelling exactly like Aventus. Like I would say this is like 65, 70%. Like there's a strong tie-in, but there's a strong difference of nuance here. I think it's good. I think it's pretty good. I think it's great. Hence the 8 out of 10. I'm glad to have finally gotten it. I paid $102 for this 100 ml. This is an Aventus I can wear in the dead heat of summer because it's more about citrus and woods than anything else. It's not real soapy for having clary sage and lavender. It's not real soapy aromatic. Aromatic, sure. Not heavily, but it's not soapy. Slight powder, little touch, not much. Little touch, not much. Didn't mean to rhyme, just kind of worked out. I like it though. Do I recommend it to everybody? No. You probably have so many ways to smell similar to this. Don't rush out and buy this. Unless you're a fan of this house. That's the thing for me. I like to check out when I'm a fan of certain brands and they have their take on Aventus. 2 of the 4 fragrances, that's what's going on here. I love both of these brands. I want to try it. Absolutely. Sure, I'll spend the money. Let me get it. If it's not crazy expensive, let me get it. I want to check it out. I like exploring all the twists because I've said it before. I'll say it again. There's an argument that I'm for of Aventus being the greatest men's fragrance DNA of all time because there's been so many manipulations and twists of it. And I've never come across one where I was like, that's bad. They shouldn't have did that. It's always a nice welcome twist. And that's what's going on here. I like it. And we'll save Toy 2 Pearl for just a few minutes. Let me get caught up in this chat. All right. Appreciate you. Ugh. I walked out of that place. You can have it, Dane. Ugh. Ugh. You can keep that shit. Fucking garbage. Place was shit. Maybe it was just that location in Colorado Springs, but Qdoba, no. You can have that, dude. That's all you. Mancera Black Gold, based on your red. Bet you weren't expecting that reaction. You're going to be the reason I end up owning all of them. Hey, man, don't you blame me for a Mancera addiction. Just because I have one, which I'm going to do the 40 Mancera video for this weekend. God, that's going to be a long video. And some of you said you want the long video, but I am going to rank all 40 of my Mancera bottles, and I'm going to do that video. And I'm going to try to go through it as quickly as I can. But it's going to be a long video. Just be ready for those of you that want to watch it. But I'm ranking all 4. Because when I did top 50, all 40, when I did top 15, a lot of complaints about Oud Lemon Mint and Silver Blue and all these ones that I do very much like. I like all my Manceras. I really do. Why aren't they in the top 15? Why aren't they in the top 15? All right, well, here you go. We're going to rank them from my least favorite to my favorite. It's going to be a long video. So I might do that tonight. Depends on how I'm feeling after the second live stream. Might save it for tomorrow when we just have one live stream. These live streams, guys, it takes a lot out of you, especially when you're a high energy guy like I am. To do, 3 hours straight of live streaming basically is what it's going to shake out to. If we do a little over an hour here, we'll do a little over an hour with Dedrick. Probably shake out to around 3 hours plus backstage with Dedrick, I'm sure. We always end up backstage talking wrestling. Me and him are bad about that. For 20 or 30 minutes after the live stream ends, we talk wrestling. So I'm going to be spent to do content for tomorrow. But love it. Wouldn't trade it for anything. We're shopping at Marshall's with him someday. Yeah, that's a trip going to Marshall's with him. Center day, low dissy, intense. Good to see you, Jim. Let's see. That's wild. Greetings. Good to see you, Dennis. Looking forward to hearing your first impressions. Sin of the Night, a true masterpiece. Amouage Interlude Black Iris. I would say that's the best of the interludes for sure. Stormy weather here in Cali. I found a hidden gem at Burlington. Kings and Queens Blue. Great clone of Blue de Chanel. Atomizer's 3 a.m. style. It's high praise right there. $15 and it's worth it. I figured you'd like that. That's how I feel about Qdoba. I think that's how you say that. They had one chance and they blew it. It was awful. It was awful. Never again will they get money from me. Atelier Cologne Discovery set coming in tomorrow. Never smelled anything from them. Good stuff. You're going to get a very high quality experience because they use a lot of naturals. Look on the back. I think it's box samples for the Discovery set. I could be wrong. No, it's carded. They're carded. But on each of them, it'll tell you, just like the bottle does, of the percentage of naturals used in each fragrance. So you know you're getting a very high quality product. You'll never see anything that's 100% naturals because it won't come out good. You're going to see some synthetics, but this is high level for the amount of naturals. Like some of them that I have are 90, 92, 94%. Like Orange Sanguine, I think is like 93%. Pacific Lime is probably 91, 92%. They're all really high concentration percentage. And they're higher concentration for oil as well. They're pure parfums. They're all at least 25%. So it's a good quality brand. They just don't last really well because they're very fresh fragrances. They have heavier stuff. I just haven't tried some of them. But all the ones I have are their fresher stuff. And they don't really last that long. Like 4 hours is typically what I get from most of them. But the experience is amazing. I don't have to have a beast. I want the experience. And that's why I really like the brand. It's not a clone. They're not trying to make a carbon copy here. It is a twist on it. They made their take for sure. Pacific Lime's really good. That's my favorite from them. That is my favorite. That coconut lime fragrance, man, it is so good. So I was originally wanting to do a sneaker channel before I did a fragrance channel. Long before I started making fragrance content. I'm talking years before, back when I had in the realm of 500 pairs of shoes, which I sold off a lot. I don't have near as much. I still got a lot of shoes though. I was wanting to do a sneaker channel. I would say every bit of 8 years ago at this point. I was just too nervous to get on camera. That's what took me 2 extra years to start this one. This channel is about to turn 5. This channel should be about to turn 7. For 2 years, I was wanting to start making fragrance content. It was just, and for several years prior, I was wanting to make a sneaker channel too. I was just too nervous to get on camera. And once I did it, now I love it, you know. But yeah, I'm a big sneakerhead. Sneakers, hats, fragrances, wrestling, paintball, football, all my, big interests, things I've never gotten away from. I'm in and out with paintball. I've been itching to play paintball lately. You can probably see my reflex rail right there. My Ego 11's in that closet over there. Nobody ever says anything when I wear the paintball jerseys, though. Y'all never noticed that? That's not motocross jerseys. I wear paintball jerseys here and there. Like yesterday, I was wearing a Planet Eclipse jersey. Or a day before, whenever I had George. And I'm in like a hotbed for paintball, so this is a paintball hat, this Empire. I've been debating on airing up the tank and going and get around it. Right now, my body's just so beat up, though. I think I'm going to wait till after my competitions, maybe in July, because I got fields all around me. A lot of pro teams around here. So I just don't have the time. I want to play. I just don't have the time. But might be making some paintball vlogs on the other channel here in about 3 months. Not right now. My body's too beat up. I'm way too busy. I work out twice a day right now. I'm just too busy. But once competitions are over, I'm back to eating calories and my body's not as beat up anymore. Probably gonna get some rounds in. Go fire a few hoppers at somebody. The old and the new. This is both the old and the new. There we go. What's going on, Montrese? How are you, my man? 102. 102 US was what I spent. They might still have it in stock. I don't know. Certain ones sell out fast. Yeah, 102.47. They still have it in stock. They're still in stock. Yep, 102.47. Certain ones sell out really fast from them. I've been waiting on it because I prefer to buy from them. I partner with them. I'm affiliated with them. I like to reinvest my fragrance money into them, So they have it in stock. So I try to buy from them as much as I can. Obviously, I buy elsewhere. I bought from, Profondo Parfum from Joma Shop a couple days ago. I bought Most Wanted Intense from overseas. I got Boss Bottle Triumph Elixir coming from overseas. I buy fragrances at random places still, don't get me wrong. But my main spot is Fragrance Buy. Good to see you, JT. Mustache EDP, you're the second person in the chat rocking that one today. Risen to top 3. And look, it's good stuff. I've learned to appreciate that one a lot more. My wife's a big fan of it. Aqua Celestia Forte, hands down for me. Even though Torino 21's got more spice. I just love Aqua Celestia Forte. Michael Gassaway, my favorite IFBB Pro. How are you, sir? Sampling Bohemian Lime today and loving it. I picked up Aqua Sextius. That's one that I'm not going to touch till summer, but beautiful fig fragrance. Such a great option, my man. Coming to North Carolina for the good eats, Ross. I got you. Not at Qdoba, though. I'm not saying I won't go over there. I'll be tar-heeled the hell out if I go over there, boy. When in Rome. Just need to eat Diablo cheese. I'm not a cheese kind of guy, though. I don't like a lot of cheese. Is a like for me, not a love. That's fair. Kisa Blue. Oh, it's quite good. I have a, let's just Kisa. But I have a full review on it. Just type in TLTG Paris Corner Kisa, and my review will come up. I got a full review on it. Performance is really good. It's very floral dominant. It's very fresh, a little on the watery side, but very floral dominant. So keep that in mind. It's a great fresh floral. I don't think it's too feminine, but you might. You got to like florals. Keep that in mind. Yeah, I'll put a link in the chat for you. Let me go find it real quick. Should come up when you type in T. Yeah, it's the first thing that comes up. TLTG Kissa. Share. Copy. And I will put it in the chat for you, my man. Links in the chat. Yeah, I typed in TLTG Kissa. First video that came up in the YouTube search. Mediterranean Chipotle. See, I like Mediterranean food now. I'm down with that. That's amazing. I love Ambassador. I don't care what anybody says. That's another one I want to get from them. Cedre Atlas. It's nothing wildly unique, but it's really nice. That's another one I've had many opportunities to grab it. I've just kind of procrastinated getting it. I'll get more from the house. So yeah, but got a bottle of Silver Blue. Silver Blue's great. But yeah, within the next 2 days, I'm going to film that video. I'm hoping to put it out for Saturday. I'd like that to be Saturday's video. Nathan, good to see you, sir. Steelers have made, proud of the moves the Steelers made, wearing Artisan Pure. I need the Mancera video. I've been debating on blind buying Oud line. I have that in there. I have a Oud line. Exclusive Emerald. Never tried that. Logic First Entertainment. I like the name. Exactly. Oh, man, I feel bad for you, but I'm so happy for the Texans. And as a dynasty owner of CJ Stroud and dynasty owner of Stephon Diggs, I am quite happy with the trade. It's got to suck to be a Bills fan, though. Man, I thought of you. Because your logo's always been the Bills logo. I thought of you. I bet it's terrible. I'm not picking on you about it. I know that's got to suck. But as the guy who drafted CJ Stroud as a rookie and has had Stephon Diggs drafted as a rookie since he came into the league, I'm quite happy. I was happy to see him leave Minnesota and go to Buffalo. And now, since the constant stuff coming out in the media over the last 2 seasons, I couldn't have picked. There's 2 spots I would have wanted him to go: Houston and Los Angeles. And the reason I would, and not the Rams, I mean the Chargers, because I'm also the dynasty owner who drafted Justin Herbert as a rookie. And Herbert's losing weapons left and right. He could have used them, but I ain't mad at a legit number 1 going to CJ Stroud in his sophomore season. Hell yeah, let's go on another Super Bowl run in my dynasty league. Hell yeah, the legendary Team Gates rides again. Good to see you, sir. Dylan Blue. Odeminth would be the one. Must have been it could have been just the location was shit, but it was bad. I live in New Orleans. What off the top of your head is the best 3 performers under $75? Thanks for love the channel and the community. So my favorite 3, because there is no best. Best means favorite. It's just an opinion. Best is a search term. I always have to, ever since I made that video, I have to reiterate every time I say it now. Because people are like, but you said. You're right, I did say. That's tough because there's a lot of really good performers. Have you tried Dumont Nitro Red? I've been in love with that one. I featured it in today's video. Actually, you should check out today's video. All 4 of those fragrances would work, except for Latafa Kamrakawa. The other 3, Hawass Ice, Assad Zanzibar, performs great on me. I love that fragrance. And Nitro Red. 3 of the 4 that were in this morning's video. Go check out this morning's video to hear a little bit more. But yeah, I totally would recommend this. It actually fits exactly what you're looking for. The most expensive one's $54. Rasasi Hawass Ice. It's out of stock right now in Fragrance Buy, but you can find it all over in the $56 range. Different discounters. I'm sure Joma Shop's got it, or somebody else will have it. You know what I mean? eBay sellers, and just, you'll find it. I promise. It's not that hard to find them. That's what I would recommend, though. That's hilarious because I literally did that video this morning. Ooh, Shura pour Homme. What do you think the best? Who do you think has the best? To me, I think it's PJ Tucker. I mean, that's easy. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's got all kinds of exclusives. PJ Tucker's known for his sneaker collection. It's got to be. He's like top 5 in the world probably when it comes to J's specifically. Maybe not Pierre Montal because he has a specific style. Because if I got him to create a fragrance for me, he would create a Mancera or a Montal fragrance, and it would smell like it just goes in his collection probably because he has certain oils he uses, like his ouds and stuff like that. Like it would smell like, because it's him making it, it would have his signature imprint in it. So I actually wouldn't want Pierre Montal to make a fragrance for me unless it would not smell like a Mancera or a Montal. I would want it unique. I would want my vision for it, not his interpretation of my vision. I would want my vision, whereas Claude gets me. So I have no reason to go outside of Claude unless I was to create a fragrance with somebody other than George Zaharoff. That would be the only thing where I would see that I wouldn't be dealing with Claude anymore, which, again, nothing in the works. I have to reiterate that. There's nothing in the works. But in the event I ever do get a third opportunity, of course I'm calling Claude right away. Here's what I want to do. I've got it all typed up on a file. I know what I want to do. Had somebody say, what do you want to do? Well, of course I'm not going to say what I want to do until the time comes. All right, so we're close to the bottom. The Mr. Claude Deer. Exactly, sir. Exactly. So we've got one more to get into. Toy 2 Pearl. This one has potential to be one of 3 things. Phenomenal and underappreciated. Kind of a pass, or just okay. I don't think it's going to be one or the other. I think it can fall in the middle. I don't remember the notes, but I remember looking at it saying this one's got a chance. I just don't remember the notes because outside of that one live stream where we looked at it when it first got announced, I don't know. I hate when they fit this snugly. I got to take the inner sleeve out too, just to get the damn bear out. You know those cheap titanium knives? That's the kind of iridescence this has. It kind of cheapens the look of the bottle. Don't get me wrong, I like the teal and the purple. That's Charlotte Hornets, old Charlotte Hornets, old New Orleans Hornets colors. Love the teal and purple. And a little bit of yellow here, but kind of cheapens the bottle. Which the bottle's a gimmick. Don't get me wrong, I think it's actually an interesting gimmick. I've always kind of been partial to the teddy bear bottle. It's because it's just so weird. It's weirdly awesome. Kind of like the Diesel Only the Brave fist with the knuckle rings and everything. It's cheesy and awesome. Kind of feel the same way about this. Now, this has a great atomizer. At least Toy 2 Bubblegum and Toy Boy have great atomizers. I would assume the same. Okay. Spraying right there inside the forearm. Again, I don't remember the notes. I just don't. Not even one. I'm sure there's some kind of citrus and woods somewhere in there. Maybe some greens. Who knows? Let's see what we get from it. Very juicy citrus. Not sharp. Doesn't come across as super synthetic. It's a watery, juicy citrus smell. Something fresh and green about it. It doesn't have an herbaceous feel. I don't get any spice. I'm not getting any woody nuance yet. It's just this watery citrus with this light, fresh green accord. Very much a springtime type of fragrance. It comes across a little familiar, too. What do you remind me of? What is it? It's a little familiar. I can't pinpoint it. I can't place it. It smells really good, though. It's much more of a freshie than I thought it was going to be. Again, I don't remember the notes, but yeah, it's much fresher than I was expecting from it. Yeah, this is straight up freshie. I'm a little confused on these notes. Clearly some kind of watery citrus. Let's see what we're working with here. Citrus and aquatic. Yeah, no shit. fresh, sweet, woody. So lemon sorbet, oregano. That's the green note. I would not have guessed that. Freesia, jasmine and sand. Cypress, there's more green. Musk and vetiver. Huh. It's actually very fresh. They rated it kind of 6.8 out of 10, 19 rating. That's not terrible rating, but it's not a great rating either. I like it. Lemon sorbet. I don't get any creaminess, but it's definitely citrus, aquatic, fresh. I agree with all of that. I would say green than woody, more so than sweet. I don't think it's all that sweet. A little bit, but nothing where I would put it as a top 5 main accord. This is quite nice. This is more of a summer fragrance than I thought it would be. It's very fresh, very airy. Reminds me of stuff, though, and I can't pinpoint what. Super underrated, by the way. Super underrated. Such a good fragrance. Yes, it smells straight up like pink chewing gum, but oddly enjoyable. Cherry, too. Like, it has cherry blossom, but it has this cherry smell. It's like cherry chewing gum. It's great. Not for everybody. I'm one of the few that appreciates it. This is really good. It's getting musky and woodsy. And there's some strange, can't really pinpoint it type of thing. Probably like this sand and oregano combination. Fresh white florals like freesia, sure. I don't get anything powdery here, so jasmine's not making it powdery. I don't really smell jasmine. It's pretty good. Nothing groundbreaking here. 7.5. Very good. I like it. Like it, don't love it. You know, it's good stuff. I'm happy I bought it. I'll definitely give it some wear. It's just nothing groundbreaking or special. You know, they didn't reinvent the wheel with this one. Very watery, though. Surprisingly. Like, I don't even know what to attribute. Why is it so watery? What about this makes it so freshwater heavy? I mean, there's not a single note there that I would say that's why it's aquatic. It's a freshwater smell. It's very good. 7.5. Just quick rundown. 7.5. 8. 7.5. The two aquatics got 7.5 out of 10. The citrus woody dominant kind of Aventus twist got the 8 out of 10. Solid haul. Nothing groundbreaking. Nothing special. Nothing that I would encourage that is like, oh, guys, you have to try this. Nothing here that I feel that way about. But I'm definitely going to enjoy them. They are nice. They are quite nice. I'll wear them. How often? Who knows? I can never gauge that with anything. Might get worn once and not touched for 2 or 3 months. That shit happens all the time. But I do like them. They are quite nice. So we're about to hit the 1 hour mark. Let's get caught up on some comments. We'll hang for a little bit longer. Put that there. Sin of the day is fart. George Costanza, 420. Well, good for you. Joel, is that another one of your burners? Is that you, Joel? You got to love the mechanical keyboards. That's a Corsair K70. Had it for years. Corsair K70. Jets have a chance. Well, as long as Aaron Rodgers stays on the field, right? Neighbors and those weapons. Oh, Neighbors, boy. Neighbors is so good. I can't wait for the draft. Aqua Cinziali Blue, excellent choice. Once again, I know you're a Street Fighter guy. Yes, I am. Not since Tekken 2. And I know Akuma was in Tekken 7. I still haven't played it. I just never get interested to play Tekken. I take that back. Tekken Tag Tournament and Street Fighter Cross Tekken. But it's because it's kind of a blend with Street Fighter was why I played that one. But Tekken Tag Tournament was the last true Tekken game. And then Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Both PS3 titles. Needs to be a trilogy? Well, I can tell you this. If I do get to make a third fragrance, it ain't a business over pleasure flanker. It's not. Where even Mystique was. Third one's not. It's a totally different fragrance. So, gas station teddy bear. There we go. The Blur. Wearing Black Rose. Excellent choice. Bloom pre-order locked in. Hell yeah. I can't wait to get my bottle. Haven't tried it yet. Yep, I haven't tried it yet. Bulgari Aquamarine, good but not great. I think it's really good. An aquatic with a little more power. Have you tried Aqua Atlantique? Because it's really powerful in the same line. It's like Dylan Blue meets Bulgari Aqua, the original. Cross between the two, and it's the strongest in the line. It's beast. I would say something like that. Personally. Let them know, Dolphin. Monster Performance lasts all day. You would definitely love it. $55 price. Cinnamon, apple, nutmeg, cognac, plum, dry wood, vanilla, benzoin, musk. That does sound pretty good. Coco Loco for Adolfo. Mega Mare is a strong aquatic. That it is. It's on the pricey side, though. Codename Mags. There he is. What's really good? Ross. Amber Oud Rouge Ruby Edition. I've never tried the Ruby Edition. I have Rouge. Really good. I'm sure that one's really good, too. Soleria by Giardino Benicer. Is that how you say that? No worries. Blue Fever by ATH. Any big hits today? No. All solid stuff. 7.5, 8, 7.5. All solid fragrances. All good pieces to a collection, but nothing special here. Nothing special. Very good stuff. One's even great. This is a more citrus woody twist on Aventus. Atelier Cologne's take with 89% naturals. It's really good. Just nothing here is like amazing, groundbreaking. Holy shit. You need to try this. They are good though. So if you're building a cart somewhere and you come across them and you heard anything you liked here, yeah, they're solid fragrances. Above that, they're very good to great, but they're not like holy shit. So for me, French Riviera, easily. I enjoy your fragrance videos. Still using Creed Royal Water. Just disabled veteran who loves to smell good. Well, we appreciate you and your service, sir. We appreciate you being here. And you smell great. Creed Royal Water is underrated from the house. Cologne. What about Cologne? Draft their year, but skipping this year in Detroit. Top 3 favorite 90s rap songs for the gym. Tupac and the Outlaws, When We Ride on Our Enemies. That comes on my playlist a lot. A lot. Get Your Roll On from the Big Timers, which might have been like 2000, but late 90s, we'll say. Because there was this special fella named Bob at Body Elite Fitness when I was a teenager. And he would say, get your swole on. That was his thing. Because Get Your Roll On was hot during that time. He had a stutter. And Daddy Larry. I wish any of my guys that I grew up with, like if Ricky was here right now, he'd be dying laughing. That was Bob. Shout outs to Bob Hale, wherever he is in the world now. Oh man, he was hilarious. He was hilarious. He would go just tearing it up on the elliptical, and it was hilarious to watch him do the pec deck and everything. Like I said, he's a little special, but he was a great dude. Great dude, and he was fucking hilarious. And that was his thing. Get your swole on. So naturally, I think of the gym when I was a teenager when I hear Big Timers Get Your Roll On. So that is a gym classic for me because of the nostalgia and memories of that. So those two, it's hard to pick. I got so much hip hop on my gym playlist, which if you click my link tree, I have my Spotify workout playlist. Ridiculous amount of songs on there, several different genres. It's tough to pick one more. Wu-Tang Clan Ain't Nothing to Fuck With's on there. That's a good one. That's pretty. That happens a lot on my playlist. All Eyes on Me from Tupac comes up a lot too. So a lot of Tupac stuff comes up on my playlist when I'm training. So I mean, I guess I could sit here and think and go on and on. But more Texas stuff seems to come in the rotation on my playlist these days. And then the random track will pop up like Young Gravy and Lil Wayne. Oops. Just something upbeat talking about bitches. Just random thing. That's just upbeat. And actually perks me up a little bit when I'm at the gym. They got some random stuff on that playlist too that you wouldn't think would be gym music. Good to see you, sir. Platinum Egoist, FWO for life. Indeed, sir. A secret ending that shows absolute massive sneaker collection. Now I understand why you brought it up. Sultan Vetiver or Creed Original Vetiver. So I'm planning on, I almost bought a 75 ml of Original Vetiver when I bought Profondo Parfum from Joma a couple of days ago. And I held off because I didn't want to spend $300 because Profondo Parfum was already $130. I didn't want to spend $300. I've been buying so much shit anyway. I had this haul coming into, and I have Most Wanted Intense EDT coming. On top of that, I have Boss Bottled Triumph Elixir coming. Like, I've been buying other fragrances too, so kind of held off. I think it's great though, redundant to things like Mugler cologne, old bottles and stuff, which I have, but the top note's a little spoiled. I have a vintage bottle of Terry Mugler cologne, old one. But I sprayed it on my hand not long ago. Like when I was in Tampa for the Rumble, it was either Neiman's or Nordstrom, and I sprayed it on my hand. Like, yes, I still need to get a bottle. So eventually I'm going to get a bottle of Creed Original Vetiver. I do like Nichane Sultan Vetiver. I have a decant of it, and I'd like to get a bottle. But if I'd rather get Original Vetiver first, even though they're not the same Vetiver grassy green fragrance, I would rather get Original Vetiver first, personally. Now, if you want the performance, Sultan Vetiver. But for me, I want the fresher of the two, which is Original Vetiver. Good to see you, Giancarlo. Ooh, that's a really good one. Vetiver Parfum Cologne is my favorite Vetiver fragrance. The green bottle, my favorite Vetiver fragrance. I doubt it. Not unless George Atkinson makes one. Happy Land Diabolique, excellent choice. Never tried it. My mom has a few. I always felt bad for them because I know no one cared about them. I like them. I like them quite a bit. Wulong Cha, so awesome. Glad I finally got a gin tonic on the way and nitro. It sounds like you got a hell of a haul coming. You ain't shit without your homeboys. It's a great song too now. Come on now. What about Mobb Deep? Not a big Mobb Deep guy. Never really was big on Mobb Deep. Not my crew, you know? Now when Jadakiss comes up, it's different. Yeah, I mean, that's not Mobb Deep, but I'm just saying, like, Jada comes up on my playlist a lot. Do you think Cody will finally finish his story? So you, sir, need to tune in to last night on the Sports Desk Live for our WrestleMania Night 2 preview show to discuss that further and to get my thoughts, because I don't want to spend the next 30 minutes talking about that match because I got a lot to say. So if you would like to hear what I think, I would advise you to check out the Sports Desk Live here on YouTube and go watch the newest live stream replay on that channel. It is for WrestleMania 40 Night 2 preview show with me and my brother, Dedrick Hicks Jr. That's what I would say, because we'll be here another half hour easy if I start talking about that. Yeah, the documentary was amazing. Bray Wyatt's documentary, that was amazing. Go hard at something in the gym. So that would be Saliva, Your Disease, which was my dad's posing music for his last show, which I had it in my head. I was going to use that as my posing music in June, but I was like, no, I need to do something that's my own. I need to do it for me. And Motionless in White, Demon in Your Dreams, Rhea Ripley's theme music is my posing music in June. I'm doing 2 shows in June, June 1st and June 29th. That's what I'm cutting for. So, Star Walker Extreme, hell yeah. Next decant haul, you always have these crazy decant hauls. Fan Your Flames, Sauvage Parfum, Tobacco Oud, Strong With You Freeze, hell yeah. And Tobacco Aventus Cologne. Oh, Strong With You Tobacco, Freeze and Tobacco. Okay, I got you. You never put any punctuation anywhere, so it's just one long-ass sentence. So I wasn't sure. Aventus Cologne, Kaput Monday, hell yeah. Ralph's Club Elixir, Gentleman Boisé, Apex, and Danger. Hugo Boss, The Scent Elixir. Man, you always have these crazy good decant hauls. You get the first soft live stream clap of the day. Excellent choices. I haven't been shooting lately. Not since I moved to Florida. I'm not going to discuss all of the firearms that I have, but yes, I have firearms. Yes. Firm believer in our Second Amendment. Proudly. If that turns any of you off, that's your problem, not mine. But yeah, myself and my wife. have multiple firearms each. So, yeah. Break in my crib, not a good idea. Either one of us at home, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't put us in that situation. Don't do that. Not good. But yeah, for sure. I haven't been shooting since I was in Colorado Springs. We went several times to Magnum. They have really nice shooting range, indoor shooting range facility in Colorado Springs. They have multiple locations too. It's Magnum shooting range. That was the last time. It was last year. I haven't been shooting since last year. Mobb Deep, probably my favorite 90s rap crew, the infamous, such a good album, Eye for an Eye, Give Up the Goods, 41st. So good. Nah, I'm not a Deftones guy. Not really. Drakkar Intense is fantastic. I like it better than Drakkar Noir. I know it's not a flanker of Drakkar Noir, but close enough. I like the way the absinthe and vanilla are used in it to give it that little modern tweak and twist with that aromatic aftershave smell. I like it. I bet my wife loves that stuff too. Good stuff. I've smelled it once and I don't remember it. I guess it didn't make a big enough impact for me to remember exactly what it smelled like. Oh God, because look, I love Aventus. I'm not knocking Aventus when I say this, but Aventus cologne shits all over Aventus. To me, I think it's far superior. The way they changed the citrus, they added the spices. It's just, my favorite Creed fragrance. Creed Aventus cologne. That's a work of art. And I love Aventus. I buy everything that smells kind of like Aventus because I love Aventus so much. But I love Aventus cologne way more. Not even a little more, like way more. I would take it every time over Aventus. Ooh, so very fresh, airy, watery, and citric. A little on the light floral side. It's not too flowery. Clean musk. Very airy, bright, light fragrance that has some staying power. It doesn't wear heavy at all. Great on a super hot day. Let's see. Yeah, right? Tobacco Aventus. Maybe somebody's watching from Creed. You never know. Doubt it, but you never know. Link to sign up. Don't know what you're talking about. Greg with Super Chat. $5 Super Chat. I appreciate that, sir. I got about 50 plus fragrances myself. I'm still digging Issey Miyake. You can't go wrong there. I got a lot of Issey Miyake flankers. I'm definitely eager at some point this year when I can get it for a few bucks off to get Solar Lavender, the newest L'Odyssey flanker. Pretty excited about that one. I like lavender dominant fragrances. So some people can't stand lavender. But an Issey Miyake L'Odyssey twist on lavender, count me in. What's going on, Aaron? It was a good beginner vetiver dominant scent. I was thinking Issey Miyake. FWO, indeed. He was there last night for the stream. Guerlain vetiver, great place to start. Basically a more affordable way to smell like Roger Parfum's Vetiver Parfum Cologne. Vetiver Parfum Cologne is a higher quality smell to it. More complexity. It's a more complex fragrance overall. But Guerlain vetiver. I mean, there's never a better answer, really, for the money than Guerlain vetiver. Honestly, I'm a big fan of getting the original first when the flankers tie to the original properly, when it's properly flankered in the line. So Kenzo Homme EDT would be the one I would recommend to start with, because then you're going to smell the way they were twisting it and the intention behind the flankers from one to the next. That's how I would do it. What the hell was that? Felt like a hair was in my mouth. Weird. I just hit 47 fragrances. That's a huge collection, by the way. 47 and 50, that's a lot of fragrances. That's a lot. When somebody shows up at your crib and sees your fragrance shelf, they're like, oh my God. Right? That's a lot of fragrances. Appreciate that, Josh. Good to see you, my man. If you had to blind buy one. Oh, no, they don't compare at all. But not even close, actually, because Allure Homme Sport Cologne is very citric. It's more like a more complex version of Dior Homme Cologne. Nothing like Aventus Cologne. Nothing like it. And Aventus Cologne is way better. Now, look, when it comes to the Dior Homme Cologne profile, Allure Homme Sport Cologne blows it out the water. Way better. in my opinion, way better. But that's very summary. Aventus Cologne, you can wear that as your signature scent. That works for everything. Everything. Every season, dressed up, dressed down, everything. You get your money out of that one. It's expensive, but you'll get your money out of it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. By the way, I sure did see his Dark Side of the Ring. Grabbed a Springfield XTS 40 a few years back. I'm a Springfield guy. I'll just say my main pistol when I do carry is a Springfield. I won't say what Springfield, but I'm a Springfield guy too. I got Ruger, I got other brands, but I'm a Springfield guy too. Niche house that can be found well under 100. My Palo Terenzi. Soleri is a salty aquatic, gives off a slight suntan lotion vibe. You should grab it when in one of your hauls. There's so much shit for me to grab in hauls, man. It's unbelievable. Signature Streams coming back. It indeed is in a few weeks. That comment was regarding my comment above. For Bloomingdale's little freebie box has Elysium Eau Intense, Tom Ford Oud Mineral, Mind Games J'Adobe, and many more. Sounds like a hell of a box. So I would advise you to scroll back about 1 hour on this stream. It was the first fragrance we talked about in this stream. I would advise you wear it an hour and 16 minutes and 53 seconds. As I say this, scroll back to about the 15-minute mark and start watching from there. That's the one, man. That's a home run fragrance. That's a lot of fragrances. Good to see you. XT Mod 2, perfect carry weapon. Good to see some Springfield fans in here. 25 fragrances for me. Really getting picky with what I get now, really taking everything into consideration. That's smart. That's the way to do it. You damn sure don't need what all I got. What I got's absurd. And counting. I can't wait. I'm always one of the first to get it. As soon as it hits Victor and Rolf's website in the U.S. market, snap it up. That's what I did with their last 4 releases. I buy it from Victor and Rolf. I don't even bother going to Macy's and places like that. I should probably get them to engrave my bottles because they do engraving when you buy it from them. I never do it. I did it with Louis Vuitton when I was at Louis Vuitton and bought Pacific Chill. Because you only do 3 letters. I want them to do TLTG. Instead, we did RJC, my actual initials. But the only problem I have with the dark leather is it's really got to be a heavy dark leather accord because infrared EDP is very leather forward. The last release has a strong leather presence. So it's got to be overwhelming leather to make sense to me anyways. Byredo, I don't have much. We'll find out in a little while. My bottle's right here. I have not sprayed it. I have not pulled the cap. We're going to see. Dedrick's been wearing it. I got my bottle like an hour ago. I was nervous that I wouldn't be able to do this stream. I was like, I need that package to do this stream because these and that came together. Both the streams I'm in today were predicated on this freaking fragrance buy package coming in. FedEx got caught. I know what it is. He got caught up in trap. FedEx dude was cool as hell too. That was a cool ass dude. He's like, how you say your last name? I said, Carlos. I said, it's spelled like Carlos, but I'm a white boy. He started laughing with all his golds in his mouth. He's wearing some white Air Force Ones. He's a cool motherfucker. He comes from time to time. I get him I would say every 3rd or 4th FedEx package. We got a few route drivers for our complex, and he's always cool as a motherfucker. He always comes knock at the door, and I need to get his name. He's a cool ass dude. But he had a good laugh. I was like, yeah, it's spelled like Carlos, but I'm a white boy. So I've been dealing with that my whole life. It's gonna be good. I'm confident it's gonna be good. It's a Vertus fragrance. It's their Aventus. I'm confident it's going to be good. So we need to shut this down. I need to eat. And then I have a live stream with Dedrick, Jason Bircher, and Hidden Gems in 42 minutes. I got to shut it down. So we're towards the bottom. Completely free. Just have to get the link pop up. Oh, well, shit. There you go. It's fun. I love doing those packages are the best. Springfield's good quality. Currently interested in the Met line of pistols. Smith is a good quality go-to. Smith & Wesson. I've never owned a Smith & Wesson. I've always wanted to get revolvers if I was going to get anything Smith & Wesson. Because when I think Smith & Wesson, I think revolver. Not an MP or anything. I want a revolver like a 357. A snub. Loud son of a bitch. So make your arm go back because there's just nothing, no weight in the barrel or anything, no long barrel. I want a snub. One day. No, because I don't take the world that serious. If people are shit, and I don't like the Sean John 3 a.m. stuff came up. Why are you not boycotting? Fuck Diddy. I don't care about him. I like that fragrance though. I bet you he's probably never even smelled that damn fragrance. Somebody made that for him and put his name on it. I'm not going to not enjoy my fragrance because some dude's a scumbag. I'm just not. So I'm not down with that. I don't, or like stuff with wars in other countries that doesn't involve me. I'm not taking stances on anything because I don't want to involve myself in any of that. It's not about playing the line. I don't fucking care. It's nothing to do with me. I don't want nothing to do with none of it. And some people are going to hate me for saying that. And that's fine. But I don't want no parts in any of that. I'm not on social media for that. I'm not some, rah-rah kind of guy when it comes to fighting the good fight with all these different things. I just want to talk about my passion and my hobby with like-minded individuals like you guys. That's what I want to do. So I'm not taking part in any of that stuff. And those that are like, I can't believe you would, fine, do whatever. I say all the time, there's 8 billion people in the world. I don't expect 8 billion subscribers. It'll never happen, ever. I can confidently say that. So I'm good. You know how small of a percentage 1 million people is of the population? Let me get that. That's possible. Pretty unlikely still, but possible. It's in the realm of possibility. A couple 100,000 or something like that. I'm cool with that. I don't have to have 8 billion. Not everybody's going to like me. Not everybody's going to agree with the things I say and do and my personality and my opinions. And that's fine. I just don't want to involve myself in that kind of stuff. I appreciate you asking, Roy. I won't shy away from those types of questions. I just not interested in taking part in any of that stuff. There's other people that are willingly doing it and more power to them. I'm all for them doing that. They're passionate about these things. I'm all for passion with people. I'm a very passionate person. So if you're passionate about something, go ahead with your bad self. Doesn't mean I got to take part. If I'm not passionate about it, then I don't have to take part. There's year in and year out, there seems to be more and more interesting releases coming about. It's kind of how I live. I was hoping for that too. I really thought we were going to get Spice Bomb Parfum this release. I still think eventually we will. That's to me, best of the three. To me. Oh, we're talking firearms now. Y'all gonna get the channel pulled. Like I gotta have disclaimers and shit if we're gonna talk about that stuff. I think. I don't know. I'm not that channel, so I don't know. Definitely getting the leather. Yeah, I get plenty of leather out of that. I get plenty. Let's see. YouTube, it froze for a sec. Let me click refresh. Okay, we're good. Making sure nothing else was. It's in 37 minutes. Dedrick Hicks Jr. channel. Not the Sports Desk Live, because it's not a wrestling stream. Sports Desk Live is sports related stuff, wrestling, basketball, football, all those different things. I'm on for the wrestling stuff. I exclusively go on there for the wrestling episodes. But yeah, it's gonna be 4 of us on Dedrick's channel tonight doing that. Ooh, Lamensite for me. How's the Moschino? So you're gonna need to scroll back to about the 40-minute mark, roughly. Very fresh, citrus dominant. Still super citrus, watery fresh. Rifles, M1 Garand, excuse me, which has been made even more popular through Call of Duty over the years. Mr. Mayhem. It's in the night in work. Alexandria 11 set one of the lads' asthma off, called him a pussy. LOL, as I only had a few sprays on, but it's nuclear on me. I mean, you go ahead with your bad self. I hope you knew the dude. I hope it wasn't just some complete stranger. I hope it's like one of your work buddies, because then, yeah, give him a hard time. Hope it wasn't a complete stranger that you did that to. That's like, I won't give complete strangers a hard time. But yeah, if it's your boy, fuck him, give him a hard time. Do you even like him if you don't give him a hard time? Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you. I have it. I bought a bottle at Louis Vuitton. I love it. Very tropical, fruity, fresh. So good. Good to where I spent over $300 on a bottle. I had a great experience there too, though. I was like, well, if I was ever going to get it, I need to buy it from these people. They were great. The general manager of the store knew who I was and everything and recognized me. It was hilarious. Should have seen the face Atkinson made. George Atkinson's Fragrance Prince. He's like, of course he recognizes you. And I'm just chopped liver. He made an Instagram story about it and everything. It was great. But we had a good old time because he was excited. He was a fan of the channel. If you're watching, shout outs to you. Follow each other on Instagram now. If you're ever in Tampa, go to Louis Vuitton. The general manager of the store is a big-time frag head. And he'll love to talk fragrance with you and walk you through their offerings. So if you're ever in Tampa, go to Louis Vuitton. A frag head runs the store who's in the community. Yeah, don't tell me nothing. We're going to be checking it out in a little bit. Yes, sir. Has a review code name. What do you mean? Not sure. I'm trying to get to the bottom and we're going to shut it down. Okay, I'm at the bottom. Here we go. So we're going to shut it down on Gorilla. What up, my G? Watching your videos since forever. Just want to tell you do a great job and I appreciate your work and the leaner look suits you more. Suits you good. Made you a few years younger and fresher. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. It's going to keep getting leaner and leaner because I'm still 57 days out from the first show. I got 2 shows in June. Still 57 days out. I'm going to continue to get leaner. I'm not as lean as I need to be. I'm on the path, though. I'm getting leaner by the day. And then once that's over, I'm going to eat some calories again. But, I mean, where I'm at right now is going to be my off-season body fat percentage. I won't get heavier than that. Like, I'm going to put some muscle on. I'll have some water retention, but I'm not going to put a ton of body fat on. I'm going to be very calculated with how I bulk in the off-season because I'm going to compete again next year, probably next summer here in Florida. I want to do one in Florida. And then I'll probably shut it down unless I still have the itch to keep competing. But I'm going to do these 2 in Louisiana in June. I'm going to have a real off season where I'm actually have a different focus and compete again next year and do kind of a 3-show circuit over the span of a year and some year and a half, 2 years. And so I'm going to get bigger again and I'll get much more muscular. I'm planning on putting a lot of muscle on in this next off season. But I don't plan, point being, I don't ever plan on having much more of a, the jawline and the eye sockets and cheekbones to be where they are now. I don't plan on them being much fluffier because I had a lot of body fat to lose. I still have a decent amount of body fat to lose, but I appreciate the compliment, man, very much. Thank you. Greetings from Germany. Right back at you, my man. So we're going to go ahead and shut it down. We're hour 28 minutes. I have a stream with Dedrick in 32 minutes. Dedrick Hicks Jr. channel. We are going to be 4 of us. Myself, Dedrick, Jason Vercher, and Hidden Gems going to be covering Bois et Qui, I believe that's how you say it, from Virtus, their Aventus, that Jason Vercher has went on record and said is better than Aventus and better than Cedrat Boisé. Now, that's the highest of praise, and I got to see for myself. I haven't smelled it yet. I took it out the package. Haven't sprayed it. We're going to see. So tune into Dedrick's channel. I appreciate everybody for being here. Thank you, everybody that gave super chats, all the membership renewals. I appreciate the great conversation, you guys. There's links below if you want to check any of these out. There are affiliate links with Fragrance Buy. That is where I bought these from. I did buy these. They didn't send them to me. 90% of the fragrances I get from them, I buy. Once in a while, they send me some stuff for a collab video, which we got some stuff coming for a Middle Eastern brand I'm doing a collaboration for probably next week. And yeah, they're good. It's 2 7.5s and an 8. They're good. They're just not mind-blowing. So take that as you will with a grain of salt. I appreciate you guys. Check out today's videos if you haven't yet. And I'll see you guys back tomorrow. If I don't see you on Dedrick's channel, I hope to see you on Dedrick's channel. But we'll be back tomorrow with more content as well as another live stream tomorrow. Have a good one, guys.